Oh, that is the wrong light. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. My name is Craig. We're back with some more WandaVision. We're on episode 4 this time. Last time on WandaVision, we had another crazy episode. Wanda and Vision had twins. Crazy shit. Yeah, they had twins, and they had to deal with that. Most of the episode was dealing with that. But we got some insight into what's going on. Geraldine turned out to be a sword agent. Agnes and Herb seem to know a bit more about what's going on. And we got to see a little bit of the outside world. And everything was in colour, obviously. That's the big thing. Yeah, that was the gist. I'm really looking forward to this episode. You know, as I said last episode was my favourite episode so far. But it showed us a little bit behind the scenes, a little bit what's going on. And it kind of revealed a little bit of the mystery. And it made the mystery a bit better, I think, you know, because now we have an inkling of what's going on, maybe. I gave a few good guesses about what I think is going on last episode, but anything could be happening. So I have been rewatching these because my girlfriend is watching them as well. So I react to them first and then I watch them with her, and we paired through them a few days ago. And I noticed the second time, I noticed Geraldine a lot more the second time, and she was almost playing the role, you know, like the first time we see her and she's like, she's talking and she's saying these phrases that are almost stereotypical for that time, you know, like peachy keen and all this, and she's really trying to put on this show, you know. I also, the lights at the end, when it showed the outside and she came through, I was wondering if the lights that we saw on the outside, are they lights, or are they like what's creating the force field that Geraldine seemed to get pushed through, you know. Because it could go, because we're in the MCU, you know, it could be these high-tech force fields, and maybe it's containing Wanda, you know, maybe what's happening to her is kind of more catastrophic than we know. I just said I'd mention that. Herb and Agnes are a mystery to me as well, you know. They definitely know more than what's going. Well, Agnes does. The only reason why I suspect Herb is because he was talking to Agnes at the end, obviously, and he was trying to say something, and Agnes is what kept him in check. But Agnes she's a bit sus to me now, because she has, since the first episode, she has like kind of pushed herself on Wanda, you know, trying to make friends with her and stuff, whereas nobody else kind of did that. Nobody else went to the house to try and, like, obviously the Hearts did, but that was a work thing, you know. She actually went and put herself in this story, in this friendship with Wanda. So I feel like them knowing stuff, they might know more. Well, you know, they know more now, obviously. But, you know, I was thinking it was a fear thing, and maybe like they were saying like we're trapped here or whatever. But I don't know. I'm sus of them anyway. We had a Q&A as well. I'm gonna see. All right, this is from Awesome Cub. I don't think Vision is a real person. He's made up by Wanda, and Agnes is probably a character from the comics, and Wanda might not have full control of her powers either. Yeah, I was thinking the stuff about Wanda not having full control of her powers. That's why I was kind of rethinking if they were lights or force fields at the end. You know, if she doesn't have full control of her powers, maybe she's being contained in this town, and maybe this story was created after the fact. Like I said in last episode, my big mad theory about what I think is going on. Right, the two main possibilities are Wanda is the villain. She's doing this. She could be grieving for Vision, and maybe she's doing it without fully knowing what she's doing. That would still be her not having control of her powers. Or it could be the situation where another superpower being a villain that's in the town that's doing this, and maybe Wanda just has some control over it, but maybe someone else has orchestrated it. You know, or something like that. I don't know. Because I still feel like Ralph is going to come into it in a big way. I feel like he is someone, he could be the villain, you know? Because Agnes has mentioned him every episode. We haven't seen him. Now, it could be just a thing where she's saying it about her husband. You know, he's this, he's that. But they're beating us over the head with him every episode. Almost reminding us that he's there. We haven't seen him yet. Agnes is now sus. Herb is sus. So, I only thought of the Vision thing just because everybody else is. You know, I definitely, because, like, the only thing that's going against that is, if Vision is created by her, like, what are the children? Are the children just not real? Are they just created as well? Or, like, well, that would be a bit dark. I was going to say, like, if this is some random guy that she has, like, changed to Vision in this role, that could be how they're born. But, like, the whole circumstances surrounding that, and then, like, if that is the case, that would be rape, you know, and that would be kind of dark and not cool. Yeah, I don't know. There's so many possibilities, so many different ways this could go, and that's what I love about it. I love mystery shows like this. Yeah, Agnes being a character from the comics. I'm not gonna lie, like I read a lot of comics. Um, I don't really read any Vision or Wanda comics. I just see them in other properties, so I don't know. I know they both had individual runs and stuff. I don't know any of their villains. I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm not well versed in solo comic runs. So all of my knowledge from them are limited to crossovers and when they're in other comics and Avengers comics and stuff. So yeah, so I'm kind of going in blind. You know, my knowledge of them is limited in the comics. But again, they change a lot of stuff for the MCU as well to make it a bit fresh as well for people who have read the comics. So even though people who know comic stuff, they still might be different here. So yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. If anyone else wants to participate in the Q&A for next week, tweet at us #WandaVisionQA. You can also leave a comment down below in the YouTube comments. Any thoughts, opinions, questions, theories, give them to me about this episode or any of the previous episodes. Put them down below or tweet at us before the next episode airs. 4th episode. I'm very excited. Let's check it out. Dropped my pen. That was a great start. I've actually lost my pen. It's gone down under a table. No, I'm gonna have to get it after this. Luckily, I have another pen for these reactions. It's Christmas Groot. So he's gonna be taken off the bench for this video. So yeah, let's check out the new episode. The aspect ratio was fucking badass as well. I forgot to mention that again in the recap. It was so cool. The transition. Oh, I suppose my theory was to see this from the other side. I forgot I said that last episode. Aspect ratio hasn't changed. That might be what we're getting. Oh, what? Oh, has she been undusted? Is this just after the snap? Oh, man. It is. Oh. Awesome. Oh, I was right about seeing the other side of things anyway.
Where did you go? Well, I've been in a room since you came out of surgery.
She didn't get dusted.
I might have fallen asleep, but no longer than 20 minutes. Tyler, where's my mom?
It's been 5 years.
Your mom? She died, honey. My mom is Maria Rambeau. Look it up.
Maria Rambeau.
Maria Rambeau. After you disappeared.
Oh, so I don't know if they'll do this for the whole episode. Show all the backstory. It'd be cool if they did, and if they do, like I wonder what intro they'll have. But they surely can't have a full episode of WandaVision without them, right? I think we're going to find out. But why show that at the start if they're not going to delve into it? You know, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, Sword Headquarters. Sentient Weapon Observation Response Division. Oh!
This guy.
Captain Monica Rambeau.
Director.
Monica Rambeau.
Acting director. We haven't aged a day.
That was your one from
Dismal. Lost half my
Captain Marvel, right?
And half of those remaining have lost their space is now full of unexpected threats.
Always was. Full of threats and allies.
Hell yeah.
You don't have to worry about me.
Oh, this is awesome. I'm sorry.
There's no easy way to say this.
This is very cool.
James
Oh, shit.
FBI.
From Ant-Man.
Monica Rambeau.
No such place.
You're saying the town of Westview, New Jersey doesn't exist.
That's what I keep telling your G-man here, but he won't listen.
What?
I see.
Is she already here?
And, I'm sorry, what town are you? Why haven't you gone inside to investigate?
Because it doesn't want me to. You can feel it too, can't you?
Oh.
From Bakersfield originally. Growing up, other kids had
So could the other one
posters on their walls, but
they found be a drone as well? The one that Wanda found?
No, I mean, why is it that it's... Wait, where'd it go?
Oh.
It was right there.
being cloaked. Oh, you can see it if you go up to it. So they are just lights then at the end of the last episode.
What is it?
It could be tech. It could be a cloaking tech. And not necessarily...
Rambeau. Watch it. Rambeau. Captain Rambeau.
Oh, shit! Unreal.
What's your field?
I'm a chemical engineer.
No one cares.
Oh, man. This is unreal.
You guys look like you might get down with those little pod things. Horrendous for the environment.
Make your assessment, please.
I got it.
Don't bother helping, like.
I need a TV. An old one. Like, not flat.
Oh, unreal. So they're actually just watching it on a TV. So yeah, the bits in the credits are actually happening.
Keep me updated.
So that was just how Geraldine got in then, right? She just got sucked in and then just...
Between you,
Just
me,
winged
and
it?
Bedpost, I am not confident about this mission.
What is that? Who's doing that?
That is WandaVision.
Who are those people? What are you wearing? Why are they here?
What are you wearing?
Like our anniversary.
Look, I know it's been a crazy few years on this planet, but he's dead, right? Not blipped. Dead.
Excellent plan. Whip.
So you're saying the universe created a sitcom starring 2 Avengers?
It's a working theory.
Get me a transport back to headquarters.
Someone could recognize
Armor.
somebody in there.
Great work.
Hey, thanks.
Agnes or someone, and that could be how they get outed.
Maybe I could get that. Aww.
Ah, it's the end of the first episode. This is awesome.
Our main objective is to get any intel.
Proctor Jones.
It's all the same as our
Wada,
stuff.
Beverly.
It's all the same as our theories on this. They're trying to figure everything out as well. Is Vision alive? She noticed Geraldine. Or Monica. I'm gonna have to get used to calling her Monica now.
But that is definitely not the boss lady I met yesterday.
So what, deep cover? Monica has to play along?
With whom? Or else what?
If my theory is right, allow us to speak directly to her.
Oh,
Totally gonna work. Don't touch that.
Agent Wu.
Like a retro version of a sword drone?
Bingo.
But how did it change and why?
Let's go with the production design.
God, yeah, fuck.
Totally useless.
So why is things getting colorized? Is it just outside things? But wouldn't Monica, because Monica was from the outside, and Monica would have as well then.
Wanda. Wanda, can you read me? Over. Can't you hear me? Wanda. Who's doing this to you, Wanda? Wanda, can you hear me?
Ah.
Pop quiz, Wanda. How does a housewife get a blood stain out of
Wait.
linen?
Oh, it jumped. So Wanda might not be doing this. Something is keeping it in check. Something is keeping the show running. Oh. So I wonder what happened to him.
I can't believe Wanda and Vision are having a baby.
You want any?
They're getting into the show.
Sure. Jimmy Woo. Get him a tiny.
Twins. What a twist. But I'm invested.
Did she just say the name Ultron? Has that happened before? A reference to our reality?
Wow, this is different.
What happened? Where'd she go?
God, not again. Oh,
Wanda, I'm just your neighbor. Then how did you know about Ultron?
Is she playing a part?
You're not my neighbor. Right now you are trespassing here.
Oh shit.
I want you to
So maybe she is doing it. I don't know. It feels like she is, but there's more to it. She definitely seems to know what's going on, you know? I'm curious what's going on with Monica. Was she just playing the part, or did she kind of get rewritten and she didn't really have control? Oh.
What? What is it? What's wrong?
Oh.
Are you sure?
I hope it's not just his fucking corpse.
I have everything under control.
It's all Wanda.
No. That was amazing. That was simply amazing. I can't believe that happened. Like, the opening alone with showing the effect of Banner's snap, you know, his bringing everyone back is just crazy. Like when the hospital starts coming back and the nurse is like, we don't have the capacity for this. You'd never think of like just the chaos that could cause as well, you know, the population doubling in an instant after 5 years, you know, random people would probably never expected people to come back, you know, and then one day, boom, everyone is back. And seeing the reversal of the dusting was amazing. This whole episode was just amazing. This was what I knew the show was going to turn into, you know. Oh man, incredible. I loved it. We got no WandaVision intro. It's cool that like what we are seeing, the WandaVision side of things, is what they are seeing. You know, we're just watching this thing that Wanda has created. Like, I have so many more questions now. So many more questions. Like, so Geraldine is not Geraldine. She is Monica Rambeau, daughter of Maria Rambeau, who built Shield, or Sword, I should say. And Monica was the director before being dusted. And then the other guy, I can't remember his name, he got put up. So I don't know. I may have missed it. I don't remember them saying how long Sword has been around. I would like that information. I'll probably notice it when I rewatch it. But I missed it this time. There was just so much. I guarantee I missed loads of stuff this episode because there was just so much happening. And there was so much information that you have to take in this episode, you know. I loved every single second of it. And we got cool guest stars. Cool crossovers from other things. Agent Wu. We got Darcy. Oh, man. This is unreal. I love that they were all, like, really getting it. Darcy and Wu were, like, getting into the show and they were watching it. Oh, I love it. I love it. Yeah, so like a lot of my theories are kind of gone this episode. I got some right though. I got my theory about this episode right, seeing it from the other side. Did we find out what happened to the guy who went through the bees, who went underneath? Because she said no, and then did we see him again? Because Geraldine got kicked out, whereas he didn't. Unless maybe he just got reintegrated into the show. I'll have to, when I'm rewatching it, I'll have to keep notice of his face because I didn't take proper notice of his face. He might have got just reintegrated somewhere else into it. And the helicopter was a drone and it just changed to an old school one. So I have a lot of theories about Vision now. Because of the way this seems to work, this bubble that has been created. I honestly, obviously, we're being presented with Wanda is the villain. And I do feel like she probably is in some way. But I feel like there's another force at play here as well. You know, like, because like, did she create the force field? Did she create the barrier? Why is stuff in the past? You know, it's like another, it's another reality. It's like, I feel like someone else helped her do this. Like maybe she made a deal with someone and someone set this up for her, and that's why she has to stay there. Because if it was a situation where Like, she could move, couldn't she? Like, she has some sort of awareness of what's going on, and she knows that sword are there now. She recognized the sword symbol. She knows that sword are after her. Like, Jarlene was just there. If she had full control of this, couldn't she just up and leave, you know, and set up shop somewhere else? Leave, disappear for a while, and then set up shop somewhere else, and then just wait until you're discovered again. I feel like this bubble, this thing has been created by someone else. Maybe at her request, I don't know, but she definitely has some sort of control in there. She has control in there, but I feel like someone else has created it. Maybe I could be wrong. She could have just done it all, you know. I don't see why. Obviously, is the main driving force for this on Wanda's side is probably Vision. You know, she wanted Vision back, which kind of leads me to probably one of the. I won't even say that spooky is the right word. It was just creepy. The quick shot of Vision, and it was just the dead body. It was just like with the stone taken out of his head, and the flat color. Ugh, that was horrible. It was rotten. So like, it raises a lot of questions seeing that shot there. Is this just Vision's dead body? Right? Hypothetically, Wanda's back. She goes to get Vision's body. Where would Vision's body be? She could have because Shield wasn't around. She could have stolen it from Sword. What if Sword had his body? She went and stole it. That would be a good reason of why she recognizes the symbol. Right? Makes a deal with someone, is in this town. This town is stuck in some sort of alternate reality, which is back in the past, and maybe that's why Vision is alive. Maybe it is literally a pocket reality of the past, you know, and that would explain why the drone went to an old school drone, and that would explain why Vision is alive, because it's a past version of him, and maybe that's why they can't leave, because if they leave, he's dead. But I was thinking, and as well, it could be a situation where Wanda is doing all of this, right? She's doing all of it. She has control over all of it, and that's why every now and again people kind of break free, you know, when she loses control, and like Dottie was saying, where am I, blah blah blah, and that could have been a situation where she lost control for a second, and the glamour, or whatever you want to call it, faded away from Vision, and that is what he actually is, just this dead corpse. It would be creepy is if what we're seeing is not what everyone else is seeing. What if it's just what Wanda's seeing, you know? Like, what if Herb and Agnes were seeing a dead body, a dead Vision last episode, and that's why fucking Herb was like sawing the wall and shit, and they were acting really weird. That would be fucked up. I'm not gonna lie, that would be fucked up. There's also another possibility. It could just be a past version of Vision, maybe because of the glamour or whatever, the force field, and maybe Wanda just for a second saw that version of Vision. It could have been just like a PTSD thing. It could have been just like a little flashback, a little scared flashback from her. I don't know. There's a lot of possibilities now after this. Man, it was such a good episode. I feel almost annoyed, you know, because I guarantee you a lot of people might have not given this show a proper chance, you know, because it definitely is on the very weird side for the first 2 episodes with the whole sitcom-esque stuff, and I feel like a lot of people might have dropped off because of that style at the start, which is a shame because excuse me, because we, like, anyone, like, I don't know why people who might have dropped off would not have expected this, you know. It was obviously going to go this way and go and explain everything and show the outside world and connect to stuff, because this is the first thing, this is the first project in the new Marvel phase, so this is obviously going to set up stuff that's to come. So I hopefully people go back and give it another chance, anyone that did drop off with it, because this was incredible. This episode was amazing. I started taking down the names of the people in the town, but they just went through all of them, so I stopped. I loved the one thing I wrote down. I loved the whiteboard that Wu had, Because it's like us, you know. It's like the people watching the show is like, is Vision alive and all this kind of stuff. Like, why the hexagons? And it's it was cool. It was like a little discussion board or a little theory board from all the people that are watching it. It was cool. It was a nice little touch. Like the hexagon stuff is interesting. It could be just a symbolic thing showing that Wanda is the queen. You know, she is the queen of this town, and everyone else are the hive. It's almost like a hive mind type thing when she has control, because everyone is just. Oh no, it's not really a hive mind, is it? Because I suppose it is if she's controlling them all, you know, and that's why the little flashes, when she loses control, they break free. So it could be just a symbolic thing about what's going on here. Yeah. I don't know who the witness protection guy that Wu was after, that went into the town. My best guess would be Ralph, you know, Agnes's husband, because again, he's the only guy we haven't seen that has been referenced so much in this show. And I do feel like he is going to be a part of it. Did they mention what he did or anything? I don't remember. Because they didn't recognize him. You know, they were taking down all the different stuff all the pictures of all the people that were in the show already. And we're watching it the same as they are. So, theoretically, it has to be Ralph. If it's someone that has been mentioned on the show so far, it has to be Ralph. But it might not. It could just be someone random as well. Yeah. This is amazing. This show is amazing. I'm absolutely fucking loving it. This episode has brought it up to an 11 for me. It has surpassed the 10 mark. I love it. So did Monica retain the memories when she was in there, or was she just playing the part? That's something I'm confused about. We'll probably get full answers on it next episode. Everybody in this, in Sword, that were watching it, seemed to think that she forgot everything and was just playing the part. But when I was rewatching it, it almost seemed like she was saying she was playing the part, but with knowledge of everything that's going on. You know, she was trying to warm up to Wanda, but then she didn't know Wanda was in there when she went in there. And thinking back on it, then when you're thinking about their interaction with Ultron and stuff, that could have been just her breaking free. You know, she gets this little bit of information from the outside world from Wanda. It was almost like a slip of the tongue from Wanda talking about Pietro, talking about her brother, you know, and that might have just triggered Monica's memories or whatever. But I don't know. We'll get definitive answers next episode. It could be either or. Let me know what you guys think. I don't really have anything else. I mentioned seeing Wu and Darcy, didn't I? That was awesome. That was awesome. I didn't expect that. It's just a great way of connecting it to the big MCU. You know, it's a great way to do that and to draw on those characters again. You know, that's what's great about having this big, massive universe, is that you can just do this, and especially with Disney Plus, the shows coming out, you can drag them down for these different parts outside of the movies, which is badass. That's pretty much it, lads. I'm guaranteed that I missed shitloads of stuff, which is I'm really excited to rewatch it again. You know, and knowing the knowledge I have now, it'll be awesome again. Yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this episode in the comments below. If you guys have any questions, thoughts, opinions, theories, anything that you want me to read out in the recap of next episode, tweet at us or leave a comment down below and hashtag it WandaVisionQA. Make sure you hashtag it WandaVisionQA or it won't be read out. I loved this episode. Loved every bit of it. I cannot wait for next week. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I will be back next week with another reaction to WandaVision. I am also doing The Boys and Castlevania reactions. If any of you are interested in them, go check them out on the channel. Yeah, I think that's it. We'll see you next time. Later.
Pull me from the ashes so I could soothe your frightened mind and let our souls collide. Rising tide so we can ride away.